The reaction of a chemical compound with water is known as hydrolysis. And here in this video, I'm gonna talk about the hydrolysis of the nitroalkanes. And it is nothing, it is actually a chemical property of these molecules. Now, depending upon the number of alpha hydrogen atoms present in a given nitroalkane, we can always classify these molecules as a primary, secondary, or a tertiary type of nitroalkane molecules. And because in this whole video we will only be talking about the hydrolysis type of reaction, so it is better to put here on this arrow a molecule of water, and it is nothing, it is actually my second reactant molecule. But we will see here simply by adding water to either a primary, secondary, or a tertiary type of nitroalkane molecule, a reaction will not be there. The reason being the nitroalkane molecules are quite stable type of molecules, and as such they do not react with water until and unless we will be adding here some catalyst. Let me write here catalyst. Only then a reaction will be possible here, resulting in the formation of different types of products. And let us say here in this hydrolysis reaction, the catalyst is the H positive ions that are coming from hydrochloric acid. So towards the end of this lecture, we will see what different kinds of products will be possible because of the hydrolysis of the nitroalkane molecules. So right on your screen here, you can see the different categories of the nitroalkanes. In the first type here, that is a primary type of nitroalkane, there are present two alpha hydrogen atoms. The first one is this, and this is the second one. In the secondary type of nitroalkane, only one alpha hydrogen atom is present, and it is this one. On the other hand, in a tertiary type of nitroalkane, this carbon atom here is attached to three different R groups, and it is not having any hydrogen atom. This means the tertiary type of nitroalkane is not carrying any alpha hydrogen atom. Now, in order to exhibit the phenomena of tautomerism, it is important for any nitroalkane molecule to have at least one alpha hydrogen atom. So we can say because this primary nitroalkane molecule contains two alpha hydrogen atoms, it can show tautomerism. And how that will be possible? Let me draw here an equilibrium sign. We can show it like this. These electrons in between the carbon and the hydrogen bond will shift like this, sending the pi electrons of this double bond onto this oxygen atom, such that I can write here this R group. First of all, a single bond carbon atom, this hydrogen atom here. Of course, a double bond now here in between carbon and the nitrogen atom. This will now become oxygen single bond, and because this H is being shifted from here to this oxygen, so it will now become a hydroxyl group here. And we need to write this oxygen negative as it was in the primary nitroalkane. And now because the nitrogen atom here is forming four bonds, so it is important to put a plus formal charge here on this nitrogen atom. In the same way, the secondary type of nitroalkane also contain one alpha hydrogen atom, so it can also exhibit the tautomerism, and it will be like this. First of all, the two R groups as it is here, and then my carbon atom, and again I can show here the movement of electrons like this, and the shifting of this hydrogen atom from this carbon atom to this oxygen atom, such that now it will become a double bond here, nitrogen atom, single bond OH, of course here, a single bond oxygen negative, and nitrogen having a +1 of formal charge. But in this case, because of the absence of any alpha hydrogen atom, let me write here, tautomerism is not possible. So we can say ultimately it is only the primary type of nitroalkane and the secondary type of nitroalkane which can exhibit the phenomena of tautomerism. So tautomerism is not possible here in case of tertiary nitroalkane. And now let me remind you, because we are talking about the hydrolysis reaction of the nitroalkanes, this molecule actually here is what? It is our first reactant molecule. And the second reactant is what? It is of course the molecule of water. Let me write here H2O. And the catalyst is what? Catalyst is the H positive ions from HCl. So now here is the tautomeric form of the primary nitroalkane, and in this, when I will be adding the H positive ions, means my catalyst, what will happen is it will result in the formation of R, single bond C, H here, double bond, nitrogen having a positive sign, OH on this side, and of course because this is O negative, these H positive ions will be going to these oxygen negative ions, resulting in the formation of OH here. In the same way, we can write down here the H positive ions from the acid itself. Let me write here the first R group here, the second R group. This is my carbon atom, double bond, nitrogen having a positive charge, the hydroxyl group here, and this H positive ion will be going toward this oxygen negative, such that the oxygen negative will now become the second hydroxyl group. And now comes the role of the molecule of water, which is actually the second reactant molecule. So on this arrow here, I will write a molecule of water. Oxygen is having two lone pair of electrons, and this will be acting as my nucleophile in this reaction. So let me write here nucleophile, and this acyl nitroform will be acting as the electrophile, such that this lone pair of the nucleophile, it can attack here on this carbon atom, sending these electrons onto the nitrogen atom like this, resulting in the formation of R, C, H here. This will now of course become a single bond, a nitrogen having OH, the second OH group here, and because the water molecule was acting as a nucleophile and it just attacked on this carbon atom, so it is better to write here OH, H with a positive sign here like this. In case of secondary nitroalkane, after the action of the acid as a catalyst, water will now be playing its role once again as a nucleophile. And in the same way, it will also be attacking with the help of its lone pair which are present on the oxygen atom on this carbon atom, which is actually acting as an electrophile in this acyl nitroform, shifting these electrons onto the nitrogen atom, finally resulting in the formation of R, C, R here, and then a single bond here, nitrogen having two hydroxyl group, the first one, and this is the second one, and the water molecule will now be bonded to this carbon atom in this way, and because oxygen is forming three bonds here, so better to put a positive charge here on this oxygen atom. Now at last what is going to happen is this oxygen atom here, being an electronegative element, it is not happy to have a positive charge. And the best thing it can do to get rid of this positive charge is to lose a proton from itself. So now I can write here minus H positive, means a proton is going from this OH and H part, so that the positive charge here on this oxygen atom can be neutralized. And moreover, you can see here this nitrogen atom is having two hydroxyl groups, and on the same atom the two hydroxyl groups are never stable. So what is going to happen is it is going to lose a molecule of water, that is H2O, like this. And the same thing is going to happen even here in case of the secondary nitroalkane. First of all, it is going to lose an H positive ion from here so that the positive charge on this oxygen atom can be neutralized, and likewise it will also be losing a molecule of water from here because the two hydroxyl groups on the same atom, they are never stable. Finally, giving rise to R here, single bond my carbon atom, then this hydrogen atom here, a single bond nitrogen atom. Now after the removal of H2O molecule from here, we are having this oxygen atom only, which is bonded to the nitrogen atom, but in order to complete the valency of nitrogen, this will now become a double bond here. And because one H positive is going from here, what will happen is we will now left with only a hydroxyl group here on this carbon atom like this. In the same way, it will be like this: R, single bond carbon, the second R group here, and this will become OH after the loss of proton, single bond nitrogen. After the loss of a molecule of water, this will become what? This will become a double bond oxygen here. So till now we have seen that if we are starting from some primary nitroalkane, because it can exhibit tautomerism, after reacting with the H positive ions as well as water, because it is a hydrolysis reaction, it will give rise to an intermediate molecule, and that will be this thing. In the same way, because a secondary type of nitroalkane also contain one alpha hydrogen atom going in the same direction and reacting with the acid as well as water, it is going to end on a similar type of molecule, which is like this. On the other hand, the tertiary type of nitroalkane is not having a single alpha hydrogen atom, tautomerism, and thus the hydrolysis type of reaction is not at all possible in case of the tertiary type of nitroalkane. But let me tell you one thing: the hydrolysis reaction in case of the primary nitroalkane and the secondary nitroalkane is not yet complete, and these are just the intermediate molecules which we have got here, and they will further react, resulting in the formation of some more thermodynamically stable products. So let us see how this reaction will move further. Okay, on your screen here you can see this intermediate, and this intermediate we have just seen how they can be generated from the primary and the secondary nitroalkane by the action of acid and water. And now let us continue with this reaction and see what is going to happen at the end of this hydrolysis and what kind of products we will get when the primary and the secondary nitroalkanes, they are hydrolyzed. So first of all, let us take the case of the secondary nitroalkane. Whatever intermediate we have come up with at this stage, it is now going to further react with the H positive ions from the hydrochloric acid, and let us see how that reaction will be possible. So let us say this is the H positive ions from the acid. Now this oxygen atom here is having two lone pair of electron. This is the first one here, and this is the second one. This lone pair will shift in between the oxygen and the carbon bond, and the two electrons here which are present in the shared form in between the carbon and the nitrogen bond, they are going to attack on the H positive ions from the hydrochloric acid, resulting in what? Resulting in the cleavage of this carbon and nitrogen bond, such that I can now write here R, my carbon atom, the second R group of course here, and this will now become a double bond oxygen here, the hydrogen atom as it is. And now because the oxygen atom is forming three bonds here, so better to put a positive formal charge here. When these electrons attacked on this proton, obviously the cleavage of this carbon and the nitrogen bond would have taken place, such that now this will become what? It will now get separated from the rest of the molecule, the double bond oxygen as it is, and this will now become a single bond hydrogen atom here. And now what happens is, from here you can see this oxygen atom is having a positive charge, and being an electronegative element, it is not happy to have a positive charge. So what it will do is, it will get rid of that H positive ion, finally resulting in the formation of R carbon double bond oxygen here and the second R group. And you can see what is this molecule here. This is nothing, this is actually a molecule of ketone. Let me write here ketone. Okay, so after that, if we say we are starting from the two molecules of nitroalkane, let me write here 2. Obviously, we will get two molecules of ketone and two molecules of this N double bond oxygen and hydrogen here, such that now a reaction will take place in between this NOH and this NOH in a way that it will result in the removal of a molecule of water like this. One oxygen from here, the hydrogen from here, and the second hydrogen from here. Finally, resulting in the formation of a molecule of water, plus this will become what? The first nitrogen atom, the second one here, and this is the oxygen. This will become N2O, and it is what? It is actually nitrous oxide. So now what is the meaning of this thing? That if we are trying to hydrolyze the secondary nitroalkane, what is going to happen is finally it will result in the formation of a molecule of ketone plus water and a molecule of N2O, nitrous oxide here. And now it is time to talk about the hydrolysis of the primary nitroalkane. So here also, whatever intermediate we have got, it will react with the H positive ions from the hydrochloric acid, such that it will result in the formation of this R here, single bond carbon, hydrogen atom, my hydroxyl group here as it is, single bond nitrogen, double bond oxygen, and this H positive will be going to attack on these oxygen lone pairs, such that it will result in the formation of something like this. And as I have told you that now onwards this reaction will be going to be a bit different from whatever we have seen in case of secondary nitroalkane, means this thing here. So what is going to happen in case of primary nitroalkane is this oxygen lone pairs will going to be come here in between the oxygen and the carbon bond, and the transfer of a hydride will be going to take place here on this nitrogen atom, sending these pi electrons onto the oxygen atom, such that we will end up with the R here, the carbon atom. This will now become a double bond oxygen having a hydrogen atom here, and of course a positive sign on this oxygen atom, a single bond nitrogen atom, and because this hydride has now been shifted to this nitrogen atom, it will become NH here, single bond, the hydroxyl group here. It will now lose a proton from here, resulting in the formation of R, single bond C. This will become double bond oxygen, single bond N, H here, and the hydroxyl group as it is. And it will result in the formation of a molecule of hydroxamic acid, which is actually this thing here. And after that, on this hydroxamic acid, the action of H positive ions from the hydrochloric acid will result in the formation of this thing. What is going to happen is whatever hydroxamic acid we have got here, it will get further hydrolyzed, resulting in the formation of the final hydrolysis products. So because the molecule of water is the second reactant here, it is going to attack here on this carbon atom, sending these electrons onto the oxygen atom, resulting in the formation of the R group here, single bond C. What will come here is H2O with a positive sign. This will now become a single bond OH here, a single bond NH, and OH on this side. You can see here this oxygen atom is having 3 bonds, so we have put here a +1 of formal charge. Now being an electronegative element, what it will do is it will lose a proton from itself, and that will be taken up by this nitrogen atom which is present adjacent to this carbon atom having this OH2 group here, such that now I can write my R group here, single bond C. After the loss of proton from this OH and 2, what this will become is hydroxyl here, the single bond OH here on this side, single bond nitrogen having OH, the second H, as well as the H positive which is being transferred from here to this nitrogen atom, that we can show like this. So now the nitrogen atom will be having a positive charge here. Finally, these electrons will shift like this, sending these electrons onto the nitrogen atom, leading to the cleavage of the carbon and the nitrogen bond, resulting in the formation of R here, single bond C, OH. This will now become a double bond H here, oxygen having a positive charge, plus it will also result in the formation of N, H, OH and OH here. And finally, what is going to happen is, oxygen being electronegative, it will finally release this H positive ion from here, giving R, single bond C, double bond O, OH here means a molecule of carboxylic acid, plus this is what it is a molecule of, I'm sorry, it is not OH here, it is, let me correct this, it is a hydrogen atom, you can see from here. And we used to call this molecule as what? We used to call it as NH2OH, means the hydroxylamine. As soon as this oxygen atom will lose a proton, it will go to this nitrogen atom, resulting in the formation of NH3 positive OH. And because the counter ion is always the chloride ion here, that is coming from HCl, so we can write here Cl negative. At last, starting from a primary nitroalkane, we will get a molecule of carboxylic acid and a hydroxylamine molecule in the form of its hydrochloride salt. So now in conclusion, we can say, starting from a primary nitroalkane and carrying out hydrolysis with the help of water and HCl, we will get a molecule of carboxylic acid and hydroxylamine hydrochloride. On the other hand, a secondary type of nitroalkane will always give a molecule of ketone N2O, that is nitrous oxide, and a molecule of water. Whereas the tertiary nitroalkanes will not be giving any hydrolysis reaction because it do not contain any alpha hydrogen atom, such that a tautomerism and the subsequent reactions are not possible in case of tertiary type of nitroalkanes. So this is all about the hydrolysis of the nitroalkanes. Hope you have enjoyed this lecture. Keep watching my videos. Thank you so much.